Wow, ooh, I knew that was not gonna work at all. Wow.
Alright guys, want to give you a final review on the Skeeter. I'm still going to drive the truck and stuff, but I did want to give you guys kind of an overview of my final thoughts of this. Now I've had this truck for about 8 months, about 7-8 months now. I did unboxing and stuff on it, and I've run the truck a lot. Now this truck is going to cost you $489, and it's going to be a top contender, especially in my opinion, in the 4S market. It's kind of in between the Creighton or the Outcast 4S and then also the Traxxas Max is concerned. So I'm going to tell you guys right off, I'm not going to make you wait till the end or anything. This is a good truck. I think it is worth the money because you get a lot with it. Now, I've run this truck very, very, very hard. I mean, you guys can see how damaged the body and stuff is, but I've run it real hard. I've only managed to break 2 things on it. One thing I actually had to replace. I broke this center chassis brace down here, and I had to go in and replace that. And it was actually a lot of work to replace that. You got to move a lot of things on it. And then also, I never replaced this, but on the front bumper. So I'd say the one weak part on this vehicle is going to be this front bumper here. And I did do a lot of landings, especially on concrete. I'm surprised more didn't break and the chassis and stuff didn't bend on it, but it didn't. And you guys know that I took this to the skate park and I ran this at the skate park and I ran it hard. I mean, I did. I've run this truck really, really hard. The tires and stuff have held up on it. This is from running on street pavement and everything else. And these tires have held up really well. I haven't checked any of the diff oils or anything with it. So I probably need to do that at some point in time, just kind of do a maintenance overview since I've run the truck a lot with it. Now, as far as speed wise goes, the truck, for some people is going to be a little bit slow stock out the box. I think it went in the low 40s stock out the box, and it does come with a 13-tooth pinion gear. Now, what I did was for my running after that, I did gear up to a 15-tooth pinion gear, and I did get 50 miles per hour with it. So with that, I thought it was good. I think that the 15-tooth pinion gear is going to be the sweet spot for it. I do recommend if you do that, probably get a fan for the motor to keep the motor temperatures down just a little bit with that. But they did design this to where you can actually mount a fan right where my finger's at, so the air can blow this way with. So I thought that was pretty ingenious of Team Corrali to do that. But this truck has been strong and good. And yes, you can run it. This is one of my tethers here from my body that came off. I'll talk about that in just a minute. But you can run this on 6S. I took this out and I ran this on 6S, and it's able to handle it, guys. So for those that want more speed out of a truck, you can do that. It does come with an adjustable wheelie bar. It serves its purpose. I mean, it serves its purpose. It was fine for what it was, but I didn't feel the need to have to replace it because 6S is a lot for this truck. But I did do a test on 6S just to kind of show that to you guys with this. Any other issues I've had with the truck, I can't think of any right off hand, because the only thing, like I said, I broke was this front bumper, which I didn't replace, and then this center chassis brace in here, which I did break that. I did have to replace that with that. Now, to work on this truck, it is going to be a little bit more to work on. I wish Team Corrali, if they do any updates, can work on making it a little bit easier to work on. Because I mean, if you have to change the servo out, you got to take out a lot of screws on top and then underneath it. And then also, if you want to change any of the diff oils, you have a lot of stuff. I'll turn this light on just a little bit. It's a little dirty in there. You have a lot of stuff you have to try to remove to get to these differentials and stuff with the front, center, or rear differential. So that's one thing with that. I do recommend, if you get this, go ahead and get you some kind of electric drill or something, because you're definitely going to need it. But this truck has been good, guys. I do have to say, I have enjoyed driving this truck, and I'll enjoy it a lot more with it too. Is it a contender in the 4S market? In my opinion, I think it is. I think it's priced well, and it's basically a beefed up four-wheel drive buggy is basically what it is. But they didn't just put a truck body on a four-wheel drive buggy and then just call it quits. They did do these side rails and stuff on it. with it, and they did actually beef it up. I do like the way they did this. Now, some people don't like the body, and you can get several different bodies for it. Anybody that'll fit like on the Traxxas Max and stuff will also fit on here. There's Proline bodies and stuff, and I'll probably do that at some point in time. I do have a couple bodies I plan on possibly putting on here that I'll show you guys at some point. It does come with adjustable body mounts, front and rear, so you can adjust that just a little bit for that, because it does have this on it, but you can just take this off if you don't want to put that on there. It's interfering with your body that you put on there. But other than that, this truck has been good, guys. I can't say anything negative or bad about it. I enjoy taking out and running, especially with the pinion gear upgrade. I do recommend, if you get this, go ahead and get a 15-tooth pinion gear, put that in there, because it's gonna, like I said, 43, 44, I think it was out the box, which was okay, but I think that the 15 tooth is the sweet spot. Now, you can of course gear up, but if you gear up, you definitely need to watch your temps with this. I think anything higher than a 15, if you go to a 17 or 18, you will overheat the motor quickly, especially if you're going off-road. I think if you're running on the street, you may be okay, but at some point in time, I'm gonna gear this up to probably about a 17 or 18 and run it on 4S just to see what kind of speeds we get with just some pinion gear change. But I think the biggest I can fit in here is probably going to be at 18-tooth pinion gear. So we'll probably get maybe in the mid 50s or upper 60s with that, or upper 50s, I'm sorry, with that. But we'll see how that goes. But everything else has been fine. I didn't feel a need to change out the servo or anything. This is a high voltage servo, so I did go in and turn the voltage settings and also the punch setting up on the speed controller too. I think it comes stock out the box on setting 3, and I went to 5, and world of difference. I mean, it just gives a good acceleration. And I did go ahead and bump the servo voltage up from 6 volts. I went ahead and went up to 7.2 or 4. I went up just a little bit with this because I did want a little bit more power and speed that they offer with it, and that's something that they kind of give you stock out the box. But everything else, guys, has been good. I mean, shocks have held up well. You guys know I took this to the BMX track. I ran it there. The other things that kind of, I guess, broke, which is kind of nitpicking, but some people don't want to know about this, was these body tethers and stuff come off. But that's going to happen when you're running and out there jumping and landing in the street and doing all that. I really wanted to take it through its paces just to see if this truck was going to hold up. And it did. I think that Team Corrali has a winner with this Skeeter, and it's priced right too at $489. To me, you can't beat that. Only thing you would need to do, I think, is change the pinion gear, go from a 13 to a 15. Some people don't like the body. I think it's fine, but I'll do some stuff on the body a little bit later on. You guys see how that body's pretty much tore up. But anyway, that's going to be an overview of this. I think this Team Corrali Skeeter is a winner. I do think it is a contender in the 4S market. I hope Team Corrali continues on making vehicles like this, and I hope that they at some point in time do a 5th scale. Now, it'd be good if they did a 5th scale Skeeter and just kept this toughness with it. That would be good. And I know some people also, real quick, have made this into a wide Skeeter where they just put like the Chronos or something, A-arms on it to kind of extend it out and make it wider, which was fine. I mean, I didn't care too much about that, but I've seen people do it and it handled a lot better too. They were just trying to compete against a wide max and stuff, but this is a good, tough truck, guys. I mean, I think if you're looking for something in the market and you want something that's a little bit different out the norm, I say go over there and take a look at the Team Corrali Skeeter. Hopefully they'll give us some different body colors or body color options in the future. This body's just completely jacked up. So I'm probably going to be going to the local hobby shop and getting it replaced, or getting one from Horizon Hobby or something, maybe a Proline body. But anyway, guys, put your comments down below if you got one of these or you're thinking about one of these, and some questions you may have about it, because I'm more than willing to answer those questions. There's going to be a link in the description if you're interested in purchasing one of these, and then I'll try to get a link over to the Team Corrali site so you can see a little bit more detail about this as well. So as always, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.